Hello and welcome to Jackie Robinson Memorial Field here in the shadow of the Rose Bowl in the beautiful city of Pasadena, California. Currently today is a gorgeous 72 degrees and sunny with just a slight breeze on this Saturday evening where we are ready to get underway for the Arroyo Seco Saints squaring off against the visiting MLB Academy Barons, two CCL opponents getting ready to get started. Good evening, everybody. My name is Riley Horn, here with my broadcast partner, Sydney Ferris. Sydney, manning the mound for the Saints is going to be Zach Erdman out of Texas Tech University.
Happy to be here, Riley. Zach Erdman, like you mentioned, is out of Texas Tech. He's coming in with a 4.30 ERA and a 170 WHIP. He pitched 14 2/3 for the Red Raiders this past year with 23 hits, 10 runs, 7 of those earned, with 2 walks and 4 strikeouts.
A pretty solid season. Did the 6'2", 185-pound junior. For the Barons today, it is going to be Chip Mertz leading things off at second base. It'll be J.J. Nielsen, the shortstop, batting second. Alejandro Torres, the left fielder, batting third. In the 4 spot is the designated hitter Jason DeViar. Batting fifth, Colin Taylor, the third baseman. Sixth, it's Hunter Backstrom, the center fielder. Batting seventh, the backstop, Gavin Taylor. Batting eighth, first baseman Jordan Carrington. And rounding things out as the second leadoff man in the 9 slot is right fielder R.J. Jenkins. First pitch from Erdman in there for a called strike, officially a 6:08 first pitch from here in Pasadena. 0-1 delivery, grounded over to first, just foul of the first base bag. Erdman coming in, getting 2 quick strikes. Kicks and delivers the 0-2 to Mertz. He's going to foul this one out of play. Kicks, delivers the 0-2 again. This one again going the other way, but once again foul and out of play off the bat of Chip Mertz, the second baseman for the Barons today. Mertz out of Canyon High School, just graduated, now looking to continue that baseball playing career onto the college level. Getting some action here in the CCL. This one fouled straight back. We'll do the 0-2 again. Mertz giving a great battle up there. Not giving Erdman anything too easy for the first out of the inning. This one, line drive, left field, and burns the outfielder and rolls to the wall. Mertz heading into second. He will coast in there. And a stand-up double to start things off for the Barons.
Great piece of hitting there for Mertz to get the Barons a runner in scoring position very quickly.
Great at-bat there. Started 0-2 and fouled some tough pitches off and then got the one he likes. And ended up burning Lane Hayworth out in left field. Defensively for the Saints, to Hayworth's right in center field is Noah Williams. To his right in right field, it's going to be Keon Mosini. On the infield left to right, it's Enright, Lopez, Little, and Snyder over at first. And then J.J. Kennett wraps up the battery with Erdman. First pitch to J.J. Nielsen, swung on and missed for strike 1. One delivery, just misses above the zone. Erdman out of Texas Tech, definitely more of a pitch to contact type pitcher Southpaw lives in the zone through 14 2/3 innings this past season. Just 2 walks and only 4 strikeouts. Definitely a guy that lets the hitters get themselves out. Nielsen pops this one high and out of play. Now we'll move 1-2.
Nielsen's a 2024 grad out of Cerritos, California, getting some action here in the CCL. Saints took a tough loss yesterday to the San Diego Waves, looking for their first win of the season today.
1-2 from Erdman. Cue balled foul over towards the Barons dugout. One, 2 to Nielsen. Fouls it straight back into the fence. Good battle once again from these Barons hitters. Not letting Erdman take them down easily. The 1-2 once again. Grounded over to third. Enright's on it. Fires a strike over to first. Nielsen goes down with a ground out. Good play there by Enright and making sure that Chip Mertz over on second base isn't going to advance. Looked him all the way back before firing over the strike. And an unproductive first out. Good job by Erdman there to get that ground ball. Now Alejandro Torres sees the first one low and outside. Torres, the outfielder from Hope International, 6 foot, 200 pounds. Heading into his senior season this next year. Second offering high outside. I want a 2-0 count. Big lead from Mertz out on second. He retreats back finally, and Erdman delivers a strike. Moves to 2-1. First time we've really seen Erdman behind an account today. Started the first 2 way ahead. Got behind this one 2-0, but then delivers a strike. 2-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Brings it back to even. Two pitch to Alejandro Torres. Fly ball, shallow left center field. Lopez going back on it, and he makes the over-the-head grab for the second out. A great job covering a lot of ground, getting out into shallow left and securing the second out.
Really nice play there. Mertz had to stay put at second. 2 outs here. Going to be running on anything, being aggressive.
Now stepping up, it's the designated hitter, Jason Del Villar. Time called. Del Villar, the designated hitter today, also listed as a right side infielder, can play first base, can play second base. Out of Sonoma State University, just wrapped up his sophomore year there. First pitch down low in the dirt. Interesting with Sonoma State. Now every student athlete I was once at Sonoma State, gonna have to find a new home for the upcoming season. Sonoma State just cut all their athletics programs in the middle of the spring just last year. Unfortunate funding issue for the Seawolves. 1-0 pitch. Catches the low outside corner for strike one. 1-1 now.
It's a really tough break for Sonoma State athletics. Really good to see WR here getting some reps in the CCL, hopefully able to find a new home.
One. Grounded foul straight back into the catcher. Now it's interesting with summer ball as well, not only with schools like Sonoma State where every student athlete really has to find a new home, but a lot of student athletes and baseball players that come into summer ball looking to transfer, get into the portal, find somewhere new. For a lot of our players out here, that seems to be the case. The 1-2 line sharply past the diving Enright. Wave is on for Mertz. He comes around to score. Del Villar stays put at first base, and an RBI single gets the Barons ahead 1-0 here in the top of the first.
The Barons strike first. Still 2 outs in the inning. The Saints are looking to get their first hits of the day.
So Mertz's lead-off double does come around to score after it was looking like he was maybe going to be stranded out there. First pitch to Colin Taylor, the third baseman, in there for a strike. A 1 pitch to Taylor. Line down the right field line, but foul.
Colin Taylor is a junior out of Abilene Christian University.
Oh, 2. This is just above the zone. One, two outs to Colin Taylor, just above the zone, and Colin Taylor, well, I would have to assume on this team with his brother Gavin Taylor, both from LA Valley College. Gavin just older than Colin. Gavin just finished his junior year, Colin his sophomore year. Can't confirm they are related, but they seem to be as the 2-2 is fouled back. Colin and Gavin, very similar, both 210 pounds. Colin listed at 6'3", Gavin at 6'2". Potentially looking like the younger brother, a little bit taller than the older brother. Always have to hold that over the older brother's head. Deuce is wild, 2-2, 2 outs. Delivery to Colin Taylor, breaker in there for strike 3. And Erdman gets his first strikeout of the day, but the Barons strike for 1 and get on the board first. We will head to the home half of the first right after this.
My name is Tyler Gordon.
My name is Adrian Lopez, and this is Ripon Dex with the Saints.
I have Spencer Torkelson from the Tigers. He went to ASU.
I got 2009 Most Valuable Players, American Leagues at Joe Mauer, and National League Albert Pujols.
I got Lawrence Butler, rookie card actually from the Athletics.
I got Walker Buehler sign card. That's pretty sick. I'm a big Dodgers fan, so that's pretty cool.
I got Rafael Devers from the Red Sox. Fun fact, when I went to Fenway like 5 years ago, he threw me a ball.
I got Jacob Lopez, a pitcher from the Rays. Last name's Lopez. Might be related, might not.
I got Matt McClain on the Reds. He's from Orange County, just like me.
This is the Diamondbacks catcher, Gabriel Moreno.
Tanner Beebe, the Guardians pitcher.
We got an outfielder, Robbie Grossman from the Rangers.
Pretty good pitcher, Brady Singer on the Royals.
I got a catcher from the Pirates, Jason Delay.
Isaac Paredes on the Rays, good infielder.
I got Francisco Mejia, a catcher from the Rays.
And then my last card is Justin Steele on the Cubs. He threw a complete game today against the Angels.
I got Chris Bassett from the Blue Jays. Ooh, pretty cool little deck.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Big fan of that Walker Buehler one.
Yeah, that's the one, yeah.
Heading into the bottom of the first, Barons took a 1-0 lead last half inning after a leadoff double from Chip Mertz and an RBI single from Jason Del VR. Now, Barons looking to hold that lead. Up on the mound will be Joel Tornero, the left-handed pitcher from Azusa Pacific University.
Tornero pitched 14 2/3 for the Cougars this past 2025 season. Allowed 13 hits, 15 runs, 11 of those earned, with 25 walks and 17 strikeouts for a 6.75 ERA.
Finds the zone with the first offering to Eli Lopez. Next one, chopped foul. For the Saints today, a little bit of a couple changes in the batting order and the starting lineup as a whole. It's Lopez leading off, Freer the designated hitter batting second, Enright third, Snyder fourth, Keon Mosini batting fifth, Kennett sixth, Hayworth seventh, Little eighth, and wrapping it out with Noah Williams. Broken bat, fly ball into center field. Underneath it is Backstrom, and Eli Lopez goes down for the first out of the inning. Tornero did a great job getting in on the hands of Lopez. Snapped the bat clean in half, and the barrel almost ended up coming straight back and hitting Tornero. Fortunately, it did not. Now, designated hitter Jacob Freer stepping up to the dish.
Both pitcher and batter currently going to Azusa Pacific. We'll see who wins the battle here. Freer had a nice day yesterday at the plate, went 3 for 5 with 2 runs scored and 3 RBIs.
Freer definitely had one of the stronger offensive days for the Saints yesterday. Now facing his teammate, Joel Tornero. First two miss above the zone.
At APU this past year, Freer played in 48 games with a 272 average, 41 total hits, 9 doubles, 2 home runs with 13 RBIs.
Down below the zone for ball 3. Freer way ahead here. This one in the zone for the called strike. Defensively for the Barons, it's Torres, Backstrom, and Jenkins from left to right in the outfield. On the infield, it's Colin Taylor at third, Nielsen at short, Mertz at second, Carrington at first, and Gavin Taylor behind the dish. 3-1 offering, chopped foul at first base. Loads up the count. Full count to Jacob Freer. Breaking ball freezes him. In there for a called strike 3.
Number 17, Trotter Enright.
2 up, 2 down so far for the Saints. Now, the third baseman tonight, Trotter Enright. Enright started yesterday's game, the shortstop position. Now getting bumped down 1 spot in the lineup from the second to the third spot and moving over 1 position in the infield. First pitch to him is outside. Enright's day yesterday, 2 for 4 with a run and an RBI as well as a walk.
Enright's out of Cal State Long Beach, played in 31 games this past year with a 240 average and a 354 on-base percentage, 23 total hits, 8 RBIs.
Very aggressive hack on the 1-0 offering, brings it even at 1 apiece. Ball in the dirt. It's all the way to the backstop, ball 2. Right, fouls this one out of play. Brings it at 2s all across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Tornero doing a good job getting in the zone. Strong season last year at APU. Had some really strong outings against Biola. 2-2 to Enright on the outer corner. Strike 3. 2 batters going down, staring for the Saints. And a clean first inning for the Barons. We will head to the top of the second right after this break. Zach Erdman back out for his second inning of work on the mound for the Saints. Due up for the Barons. It's Hunter Backstrom, Gavin Taylor, and Jordan Carrington. Leading things off, the center fielder, it's Hunter Backstrom out of West LA.
Backstrom played in 33 games in the 2025 season. Had a total of 50 hits.
Grounds this one softly to second, fields and throws on the run. Play there by Little for the first out, and a quick first out. Good work there by Zach Erdman, getting that one after surrendering a run last inning. Erdman put together a good battle, got ahead of the batters. Gave up an unfortunate leadoff double to Chip Mertz. But then got 2 quick, unproductive outs. Then designated hitter Jason DeVR for the Barons got an RBI single to score that 1 run. Now up is the catcher Gavin Taylor. He sees strike 1.
Gavin Taylor's out of LA Valley College, played in 38 games with a 358 average, 6 home runs, 34 RBIs, and 6 stolen bases as well.
0-1 runs just inside. Taylor takes 1-1 count now, 1 out. This one high outside. Brings it to 2-1.
Taylor had a really strong season for LA Valley, had 17 multi-hit games this past year.
Pops this one, fouling out of play down the first base line. Two-two count to Gavin Taylor. Delivers just low and outside. Good location on that pitch, but just can't get the strike call. Brings it to the countdown. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Payoff pitch. In on the hands and a fly ball into left center field. Williams underneath it and makes the grab just shy of the warning track for the second out of the inning.
Number 15, Jordan Carrington.
And we mentioned this earlier, Erdman, definitely more of that pitch to contact type of pitcher. Through 14 2/3 innings this last season at Texas Tech, only 4 strikeouts. A handful of hits as well, 23, but only gave up 7 earned runs. So may allow some base runners, but does a pretty good job at containing them to where they are out on the base paths. First pitch to the first baseman, Jordan Carrington, in there for a strike.
Carrington's another student of LA Valley College. Had a .306 average for the Monarchs this past year with 1 home run and 9 RBIs.
1-1. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Erdman seemingly finding a groove here. 2 quick outs now, way ahead of Carrington, 1-2. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Erdman records another strikeout. The Barons go 1-2-3, but still lead 1-0. Saints looking to get that 1 run back as we head into the bottom of the second.
Hello and welcome back to the Arroyo Seco Saints pregame show. I'm Ethan Inman.
And I'm Dylan Gonzalez. We're the journalism interns. The Saints are back from their 3-day break where some of the players took part in the CCL showcase over at the MLB Academy in Compton. The Saints are returning here at Jackie Robinson Field at Brookside Park to face the same team they played before the break, the Academy Barons, where they won 7-3. They were trailing for most of the game, even though they had a great performance from Danny Bellows with 5 shutout innings. They were on the verge of suffering their first 3-game losing streak of the season, but a big 5-run 8th inning put the Saints ahead, and they didn't look back from there.
Yeah, absolutely. CCL All-Star Jacob Sharp.
Baseball players to have that utility type positioning. Swings through the high fastball, brings it to 2-2. Snyder able to play both corner outfield and both corner infield positions. Left, right, third, or first. Always valuable to have that versatility out in the field.
Definitely. He's listed as an infielder and an outfielder on Wichita State Athletics website. The utility, the versatility is so huge in baseball. Really just need to play anywhere needed.
Full count now to Snyder, leading off this bottom of the second. Pitch in, line drive, center field, base hit. Snyder hard rounds first, but will retreat back with a nice single to lead things off for the Saints. Good piece of hitting. Fastball kind of in on the hands, a little elevated, but just spins it right back where it came from, goes right back up the middle, and represents the tying run now on base for the Saints. Now stepping up, the right fielder today, Keon Massini. He did not see action in yesterday's game, but here today getting the start in right field as he watches strike one.
Massini's out of the University of Central Arkansas, played in 48 games with a 289 average and a 441 on-base percentage. Excuse me, an OPS on-base percentage. He had 48 hits with 7 doubles and 3 home runs, 15 RBIs and 33 total runs scored.
Second offering outside. 1-1. In there for a strike. Good change up there from Tornero. One, two. Swung on and missed. Strike three. Great breaker there from Tornero to get Massini to swing right over the top. Now the backstop, J.J. Kennett. Watch the first fastball go outside. Saints now with a runner on board in the bottom of the second. Bottom of the first, they went 1-2-3. Now with an opportunity to potentially tie this game. Quick step off check back from Tornero. Snyder dives back in safely.
Kennett hit 243 for the Baylor Bears this past season. 18 total hits with 2 home runs and 21 RBIs.
Tornero again checks over on Snyder. Snyder the first hit of the day off of Tornero. Tornero delivers, but misses upstairs, now 2-0. Way ahead is J.J. Kennett. 2-0 pitch on the inner half for strike one.
Snyder out on first, went 2 for 2 in stolen base attempts this past year.
Two and one pitch and 1 out. Kennett drives this one to right field. Going back on it is Jenkins and makes the grab for the second out of the inning. Snyder, the leadoff single, 2 unproductive outs. Now brings up Lane Hayworth with 2 outs. Tornero doing a really good job on the mound for the Barons. Went 3 up, 3 down in the first inning. Surrendered a leadoff single here, but has gotten 2 outs. And has so far left Snyder stranded on first.
Lane Hayworth, the batter, is also out of Wichita State, as is Gannon Snyder out on first. Had 18 total hits for Wichita this past season.
Hayworth, the left fielder tonight. Pickoff attempt on Snyder at first. Hayworth checked into left field in last night's game as a pinch hitter, then would go out there as a substitution. Once again, Tornero checking over on first base, and Snyder. Hayworth ended last night 0 for 2 on the night, looking for his first hit of this summer season. This one grounded off the plate and rolling foul. That one initially looked like it was going to be a foul ball either way, but rolling down the first base line, just rolled foul. Now 1-1 count. One pitch, chopped high, just past the mound, over to the shortstop Nielsen. He tries to throw on the run, but not in time to get the speedy outfielder in lane, Hayworth. That one just too high of a chop. Nielsen did all he could to make the play on that one, but just not enough time. Ball hung up in the air for too long. Lane Hayworth with an infield single.
And that ball did take quite a hop out of Hayworth's bat.
Both the boys from Wichita State able to knock singles off of Joel Tornero. Now it's the second baseman, Jack Little, trying to get at least one run on the board for the Saints as they trail 1-0 here in the bottom of the second. First pitch, low and inside, ball one.
The Saints had their struggles yesterday with runners left on base. They left a total of 8 on base, looking to get these 2 in here, at least one to tie up the game. Looking to capitalize at every opportunity.
1-0 to Little. This is above the zone. Little in last night's game got the start at the designated hitter spot. Did 1 for 4 on the night with an RBI, a run, and a walk. Now ahead 2-0. 2 outs, 2 runners on. Down low, ball 3. Way ahead now in an interesting spot for Tornero. Got to get back in the zone. Can't afford to walk, bring the bases loaded. (3-0) to Jack Little. Take was on all the way. Bat never even lifted off the shoulder. But Tornero gets back in there for a strike. 3-1, 2 outs. Snyder on first, Snyder on second, Hayworth on first. This one, Little thought it was ball 4, but catches the high outside corner. Now, full count, 2 outs. Runners will be in motion. Infielders gonna have to go across to first base, try and get Little out there. And the pitch. Chopped over to third, fielded cleanly by Taylor. Throw to first, not in time to get Jack Little, who legs out another chopped infield single. It's now back-to-back infield singles by the Saints. There's Gannon Snyder, who started this inning off with a line drive into center field for a base hit. Then it went out and out. Hayworth legged out a chopped infield single, and Jack Little doing the same thing just then. Now bases loaded, 2 outs for the 9-hole hitter, center fielder Noah Williams.
And the Saints are really looking to capitalize here, at least get Snyder in at third.
Ball to the backstop, gets underneath the glove of Taylor, and Snyder will cross home plate. This game is now tied at 1 apiece. Still 2 runners aboard. It's Hayworth on second. Hayworth on third, Little on second. Noah Williams looking to cash in on both of those, give the Saints the lead.
Noah Williams did have an RBI yesterday. Came when he walked with the bases loaded. Out of the University of Colorado Pueblo. He played in 48 games with a .374 average, 67 total hits, 15 of those doubles, with 11 home runs and 51 total RBIs.
Swings through the 1-0, brings it to 1-1. A delivery just below the knees. 2-1 count, Williams ahead.
Williams was drafted in the 18th round of the 2022 MLB amateur draft by the Braves. Played in 92 games over the last 3 seasons with both the FCL Braves and Single A Augusta Green Jackets.
This one again down below the knees, 3-1. Yeah, drafted straight out of high school. Really strong high school career at Redondo Union. This one, deep drive into left field. Going back on it is Torres, and see ya later baseball. Noah Williams, a 3-run home run, puts the Saints ahead 4-1.
Noah Williams really taking advantage of his time here in the CCL, giving the Saints a big lead now, up 3 runs early on.
A beautiful swing from the 9-hitter Williams. Really unloaded on that one, and he knew it immediately. In no hurry to get out of the batter's box. A great bat flip to go along with it. Kicks things back up to the top of the order in the shortstop, Eli Lopez. He sees the first one in there for a strike. This one, pop fly into center field. Backstrom going on it, but it's Jenkins, the right fielder, who calls him off for the 3rd out of the inning. But the Saints strike for 4 here in the bottom of the 2nd and take a 3-run lead as we head to the 3rd inning.
Adam Beck, Evan Davis here with Joey Craig, Saints outfielder, and we're going to do a little what's in his bag segment here. So Joey, what's in your bag?
Well, first off, let's talk about the bag itself. This is a sick bag that Arroyo Seco gave me. As soon as I got here, they gave me a bunch of gear too and all that good stuff. But let's crack this thing open. What's the temperature looking like today? Probably like 95.
Yeah.
So, I mean, starting it off, a little core hydration. You know, got to stay hydrated out here in the California heat. Got a little snack at the gas station before, a little pickup. These are just the basic little essentials. Then we got, obviously, helmet, getting us right. And then going to deeper in the bag, we got the Evo Shield elbow guard, keeping us safe from hit by pitches and stuff. Don't want to be crying on the way down the first base, all that good stuff. And then when we do finally get on base, we got the Marucci sliding mitt, so keep our hands safe, all that good
oven
stuff.
Glove.
Yep, a little oven mitt.
Do you take stuff out of the oven with it too, or just?
You know, I got my own. I got a special one at home for that, so I'm good on that stuff. And then.
The Saints strike for 4 a half inning ago. It was a wild pitch with the bases loaded that got Snyder across. And then Noah Williams with a 3-run home run to get them ahead. And in today's day and age, it's really about those home runs. And Sydney, Williams had 11 of those last season at the University of Colorado Pueblo. And you know, kind of what does that show as a college baseball player when you can play for that long ball?
Yeah, I just think it shows that Williams, and I'm sure like many other CCL players, they have that power and they can do it on the collegiate field, and they're also trying to prove to themselves and others that they can do it possibly in the minors and the majors as well.
1-2 count now for RJ Jenkins, the right fielder in the 9 spot today. Be Jenkins then kicked back up to the top of the order for Chip Mertz and J.J. Nielsen. Those are the 3 due up for the Barons as they try to chip away at a 3-run Saints lead. 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. A great changeup on the low outside corner and gets Jenkins to swing over the top.
Number 9, Chip Mertz.
Top of the order, second baseman Chip Mertz for the Barons. Breaking ball. Mertz started the hands but held him back. That one dips just below the zone for ball 1.
Mertz led off this game with a leadoff double.
This one runs way high and inside. Ball 2.
Eventually came around to score. The Barons' lone run of the game so far.
And Mertz with a beautiful piece of hitting and a 2-strike count into the left center. This one again going the other way and down in fair territory down the left field line. He will round and head for second, and he is in there standing. 2 doubles on the day for Chip Mertz. Gets things started for the Barons.
J.J. Nielsen.
Second opposite field double of the day for Chip Mertz. First one into the left center gap. This one just above Enright over on third. It squeaks into fair territory in a hustle double. Mertz led off the game with that first double. Then a 2-out Jason Delviar RBI single got him to come around and score. J.J. Nielsen with a runner on second, 1 out. Breaker backdoor in there for a strike.
Nielsen's 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to second base in his first at bat.
0-1 count. Infield slightly shifted to Nielsen's pull side. Runner goes, swung on and missed. Throw down to third and in time to erase Chip Mertz from the base paths and get the second out of the inning.
Really nice throw there from J.J. Kennett behind the plate to get that runner and Mertz's speed off the bases.
Potentially tried to go for a hit and run type of play. Kennett stayed with it even through the swing and miss. 0-2 pitch down in the dirt. Brings it to ball 1. Kennett not only stayed through that pitch, through the swing and miss, but then secured it, got around Nielsen, and fired a strike down to Trotter Enright at third, who applied the tag. 1-2, just above the zone. Brings it to the wild deuces. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Kicks and delivers. Line drive over Lopez at short and into left field for a single.
Number 31, Alejandro Torres.
Lopez really reached up for that ball, really got some height on that jump, just wasn't quite close enough.
Great effort. Gave it all he had, but just over his glove for a single for J.J. Nielsen. Now, Alejandro Torres, the left fielder, with 2 outs and a runner on first. This one, fly ball into left field. Hayworth charging in, Lopez going back, and Lopez makes the grab for the 3rd out. A little bit of traffic on the bases, but nothing across the plate for the Barons. Saints heading into the bottom of the 3rd, leading by 3.
Get out, man.
on, Nick. Go safe, baby. Oh! Get out. Ball. That ball's going down. Yeah. Hell yeah, Joey! TG, sit down. Adrian.
Arroyo Seco Saints is number 4.
Heading into the bottom of the third, Saints leading by 3. So they struck for 4 last inning. Due up for the Saints. It's the 2-hitter and designated hitter, Jacob Freer, and it'll be Trotter Enright and Gannon Snyder. First pitch to Freer, breaker, front door in there for a called strike.
Freer was frozen his last at bat, was called out looking.
A 1 pitch, swung on and missed by Freer. Quick 0-2. A 1-2 count, Jacob Freer. Swung on and missed. 3 straight pitches and 3 straight strikes. Gets Freer on the strikeout. Trotter Enright, the third baseman, now up for the Saints. Started last night's game at the shortstop position, now bumped over one. Again to the front door breaker goes Joel Tornero, who's been doing a great job besides a 1 mistake pitch to Noah Williams, who crushed a 3-run home run just an inning ago. Back to the breaker, this time on the outer edge, and gets the called strike. 5 pitches, 5 strikes so far for Tornero this inning.
Yeah, Tornero's been charged with all 4 of those runs so far, all earned. Not pitching too bad. It's really solid stuff. Got unlucky with those 2 infield singles, and like Riley mentioned, the 1 mistake pitch to Williams.
This one misses outside. Again, Tornero tried to go to the breaker. But that one breaks up. The 5 straight strikes. This one, fastball outer edge. Yeah, Tornero's been doing a really solid job so far, despite what the scoreboard might show. Gave up a solid outfield single. Line drive up the middle by Gannon Snyder, who's awaiting on deck. This one over to first, sliding play by Carrington, and tossed over to Tornero for the first out. A good play. Gets Trotter Enright. Just going back to that, now stepping up into the dish is Gannon Snyder, who had a solid single right back up the middle off of Tornero. Then after him, it was Lane Hayworth and Jack Little, who both got infield singles to load the bases. A little bit of a wild pitch from Tornero, got Snyder across, and then 1 mistake pitch to Noah Williams. And he was able to capitalize and hit a 100-mile-an-hour, 397-foot home run the left field wall that gave the Saints the lead. First pitch to Snyder misses. And there for a strike, 1-1.
The Saints would definitely love some more insurance runs after taking that tough loss yesterday. Came into the top of the ninth with a one-run lead. The Waves ended up winning that game.
Snyder now 3 for 6 on the season as this one's a fly ball into right field. But just in front of the warning track, Jenkins makes the grab, and that is the third out of the inning. A quiet third inning will bring us to the top of the fourth right after this break.
Coming in this game, he has a 400 on-base percentage. He's going to get up with the 2 hits he has. He lines one.
That one's belted to right field, and that one is gone. How about Josh Livingston getting things started here for the Saints? He ropes a home run right over the right field. Jake Brown looking up. That one is gone. An opposite field home run. Alex Burge.
First pickles, then Oppo tacos. How about that for Alex Burge? Hit the home run to right. He was like, nah. I'm going to hit one to left now. How about a 3-run blast for the backstop?
Booms that one to right field. Matthew Thomas will just have to look back. That one is gone. Welcome to the game, Colton Dahl. Jacob Sharp with a 3-run home run, the second 3-run home run of the game, and the lead continues to balloon. It's 9-1.
I mean, off the bat, you knew that one.
'Top of the first. First third of this game already through. It's 4-1. Saints ahead. 2 up for the Barons. Jason Del Villar, Colin Taylor, and Hunter Backstrom, the designated hitter, third baseman and center fielder respectively. So far, yes, it's a 4-1 game, but it's kind of been a bit of a pitcher's duel. Barons been quiet since the first when they got one in. Saints got a strong second inning going, but a couple of lucky breaks and then one mistake pitch that Noah Williams really capitalized on, got them ahead. First one from Erdman gets ahead of Del Villar for strike 1.
Erdman's through 3 so far, allowed 4 hits and the 1 earned run.
This one fouled out of play, now 0-2. Erdman way ahead. Oh-2 pitch, just misses outside. 1-2 now. Both teams, the Saints and the Barons, looking for their first win of the summer season so far. Saints yesterday had a really back and forth match with the San Diego Waves, but then getting 6th in the 9th did the Waves. That would end up putting the nail in the coffin. Saints ended up dropping that one 12-9 on the other side. The Barons took on the San Diego Bombers, another CCL affiliate team, losing that one in a heartbreaker in the 10th. No, excuse me. Barons won that one with a thriller in the 10th, rather. 6-5 final score there. As a quick 0-2 has turned into a full count now. So the Barons looking to keep their undefeated streak, their 1-0 record. Keep that undefeated. Saints looking to get one in the win column. Full count delivery chopped over to second, fielded cleanly by Jack Little, and a quick flip over to first gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 13, Colin Taylor.
Third baseman Colin Taylor walking up.
Taylor's 0 for 1 on the day.
Four hits, 2 of which belonging to Chip Mertz, both of which are doubles. J.J. Nielsen had a single. And Jason Del VR, also had a single. His with an RBI to go along with it that scored Chip Mertz for the Barons' lone run this game. 1-0. Runs high and outside, 2-0. Colin Taylor way ahead now. 2-0. Breaker in there for a strike. Using the back door did Erdman. Two and one out. Again, backdoor breaker. Back-to-back pitches, same location, same result. Brings things to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Colin Taylor, 2-2. Breaker once again and swung through and missed. Erdman records another strikeout. Gets 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 4th.
Erdman's putting up a strong pitching display so far.
First pitch to Backstrom. 4 straight breakers out of the hand of Erdman and 4 straight strikes as well. Hunter Backstrom, the center fielder tonight. So far on the night, he's 0 for 1. Again to the breaker and again a strike call. It's 5 in a row. Erdman really taking advantage of that breaking ball. Now ahead of Backstrom, 0-2 with 2 outs. Breaker again lined over to Lopez at short and snagged in the air. 3 up, 3 down. Saints still leading by 3 as we head to the bottom of the 4th.
Coming in this game, he has a 400 on-base percentage. He's going to get up with the 2 hits he has. He lines one.
That one's belted to right field, and that one is gone. How about Josh Livingston getting things started here for the Saints? He ropes a home run right over the right field. Jake Brown looking up. That one is gone. An opposite field home run. Alex Burge.
First pickles, then Oppo tacos. How about that for Alex Burge? Hit the home run to right. He was like, nah. I'm going to hit one to left now. How about a 3-run blast for the backstop?
Booms that one to right field. Matthew Thomas will just have to look back. That one is gone. Welcome to the game, Colton Dahl. Jacob Shart with a 3-run home run, the second 3-run home run of the game, and the lead continues to balloon. It's 9-1.
I mean, off the bat, you knew that one.
Is number 26.
Bottom 4th. Saints looking to extend upon their 4-1 lead. It's Keon Moseni, J.J. Kennett, and Lane Hayworth due up against a new pitcher. Barons going back to a lefty out of the pen. It's number 2, Jimmy Welsher out of New Mexico Highlands.
Southpaw pitched 43-1 for New Mexico Highlands this past year. 5'10", 175-pound junior, now on the bump for the Barons.
Oh, 1, just down below the knees, maybe a little inside. 1-1 now for Keon Mussini.
It's going to end Joel Tornero's day. 3 innings pitched, 4 hits, 4 runs, all earned.
And ultimately, you look at the stat line, doesn't sound that great, but it was just 1, 2 mistake pitches kind of led to Tornero's downfall. Still a pretty strong outing out of him despite that, as the relief pitcher Welsher gets Keon Mussini down swinging and brings up J.J. Kennett.
Kennett's 0 for 1 today. Had a nice play at third. Picked off Chip Mertz. He's trying to steal.
Yeah, the backstop Kennett really showing off the arm on that one. You got Chip Mertz caught stealing, but ended up likely saving a run, as J.J. Nielsen, who was in the box a few pitches later, would knock a single into shallow left field. Likely would have scored Mertz and got the Barons within 2. Kennett fouls this one back. Now 1-1 with 1 out. In there for a strike once again is Welsher. Kennett falls behind. 1-2 pitch. Grounded over to short. Nielsen's on it. Fires over to first and gets the out over there. 2 quick outs from Jimmy Welsher, doing a good job coming out of the pen. Left fielder Lane Hayworth now stepping into the left-handed batter's box. Once again, facing off a lefty pitcher. First pitch breaker started right around the face area of Hayworth, but then dips straight into the zone. Tough pitch to recognize, let alone hit, as a lefty batter. Gets him behind 0-1. Same pitch. This one swung through by Hayworth. Now a quick 0-2.
Hayworth's 1 for 1 on the day. Had one of those infield singles that came around to score on the Noah Williams 3-run shot.
0-2 pitch. Same pitch. Just misses outside. Tried once again to go for the breaker. But now 1-2. And Hayworth hit one straight into the ground and bounced way up in the air, and he would ended up with a single on it. Fly ball over to shortstop. Nielsen underneath it, makes the grab. Quick 3 up, 3 down for the Saints will bring us to the top of the 5th right after this.
My name is Tyler Gordon.
My name is Adrian Lopez, and this is Rippin' Decks with the Saints.
I have Spencer Torkelson from the Tigers. He went to ASU.
I got 2009 Most Valuable Players, American League is at Joe Mauer, and National League Albert Pujols.
I got Lawrence Butler, rookie card actually from the Athletics.
I got Walker Buehler, signed card. That's pretty sick. I'm a big Dodgers fan, so that's pretty cool.
I got Rafael Devers from the Red Sox. Fun fact, when I went to Fenway like 5 years ago, he threw me a ball.
I got Jacob Lopez, a pitcher from the Rays. Last name's Lopez. Might be related, might not.
I got Matt McClain on the Reds. He's from Orange County, just like me.
This is the Diamondbacks catcher, Gabriel Moreno.
Tanner Beebe, the Guardians pitcher.
I got an outfielder, Robbie Grossman from the Rangers.
Pretty good pitcher, Brady Singer on the Royals.
I got a catcher for the Pirates, Jason Delay.
Isaac Paredes on the Rays, infielder.
I got Francisco Mejia, a catcher for the Rays.
And then my last card is Justin Steele on the Cubs. He threw a complete game today against the Angels.
I got Chris Bassett for the Blue Jays. Pretty cool little deck.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Big fan of that Walker Buehler one.
Yeah, that's the one, yeah.
Top of the 5th, Saints go to the bullpen. Be Brady Nelson out of St. Cloud State University had a really strong season for the Huskies after ending up there last year. Started his career at Arizona Western College and then transferred into St. Cloud State and had a great year there.
Nelson pitched 60 innings for the Huskies this past year, allowed 68 hits, 40 runs, only 32 of those earned for a 4.80 ERA and a 1.52 WHIP. It's going to be his first appearance of the CCL Summer League.
Taylor grounds this one over to Lopez at short. And a quick one pitch, one out for Nelson coming out of the pen. Nelson really strong, 47 strikeouts to just 23 walks through his 60 innings. This one swung through and missed by Jordan Carrington, the first baseman for the Barons. Nelson getting in the zone early, looking to get some good bat-to-ball contact, getting the Barons to come out swinging, get themselves out. 0-1, down at the knees for a called strike 2. Carrington 0 for 1 on the day so far, now behind 0-2. Swung on and missed through the high fastball, strike 3. Brady Nelson coming out of the pen, 4 pitches, 4 strikes for 2 outs.
Really nice stuff we're seeing so far here from Brady Nelson. See if he can get a very quick 1-2-3 inning, get the Saints back in the dugout.
9-hitter right fielder R.J. Jenkins due up. First pitch, fouled back into the fence.
Jenkins, is also 0 for 1 on the day. Barons have a total of 4 hits. 2 of them belong to Chip Mertz with 2 doubles on the day.
Chip Mertz waiting in the on-deck circle as he's the leadoff man for the Barons. 0-1. This is way above the zone. Even at 1 apiece. For R.J. Jenkins, who wears number 1 for the Barons. One way in on the hands. And a tardy inside-out swing from Jenkins puts him in a 1-2 hole. Seven pitches, 6 strikes so far. And Nelson just misses the outside corner. Evens things up at 2-2. Two and two, 2 outs. Pitch off the end of the bat and into shallow right field for a base hit. Jenkins stayed up there and battled. And after 2 quick outs by Nelson, gives up a single into right field. Now Chip Mertz, the leadoff man, who's 2 for 2 with 2 doubles on the day so far, steps up. Both of which going the opposite way First one into the left center gap. Second one just over the head of the third baseman, Enright. Got in fair territory down the left field line.
Nelson looking to retire Mertz here with 2 outs for the first time today.
Mertz also for the first time today batting with runners on base. R.J. Jenkins on first after a quick single. Just an at-bat to go. He's on the move. Throw down to second. In time and got him. Second time today that J.J. Kennett has expired a base runner in a quick 1-2-3 unconventionally for the Barons. Gets them out of the top of the 5th. We will head to the bottom right after this quick break.
Adam Beck, Evan Davis here with Adrian Lopez, the Saints infielder, now at USC, and we're here to see what's in his bag.
Yeah, for sure. Let's check it out. Got a couple of things. Sorry if it's a little smelly. First of all, I got my glove. A Wilson. Kind of goes with the USC colors, so that's pretty cool.
There you go.
Yeah, nice. Got to get the drip going now, so peak batting gloves. Big time. Shout out Josh. We did trade-off, so batting gloves for batting gloves, and these are pretty sick.
What did you give him instead?
I had some Long Beach State batting gloves, and we just traded, and we're like, what's one thing we can remember each other with? And we're like, oh, these are pretty cool. So now, every time I go to bat, get to think of Josh, and, it helps me get hit. Then you got to go, like, accessories. So I got leg guard. Shout out Saints. I mean, kind of lost my leg guard, and they gave me this one, so that's pretty huge. Then they got the elbow guard too. It's a little guy, but it's all right. Does the job. Nice. Got the helmet, C-flap, big time.
Super important.
Yeah.
Don't want anything going up there.
So that's the one thing I'm scared of most. Nike cleats, huge.
Oh.
And then
Bottom of the 5th from here in Pasadena. Got a view of some fans, couple dogs out in the stands today as well. Nice day out here in Pasadena, just dipped under that 70-degree mark. Great night to come out and watch some summer collegiate baseball. Barons going to the pen. They're going to bring in number 7, Henry Sorman, right-handed pitcher out of El Camino College.
Sorman pitched 25 innings for El Camino this past year. Allowed 18 runs, only 14 of those earned with 18 strikeouts.
First pitch in there for a strike. Due up for the Saints. It's Jack Little, Noah Williams. Then it'll kick back up to the top of the order and Eli Lopez. In there for a strike. Sorman quickly gets ahead of Jack Little. It's 0-2.
Little is also 1-for-1 on the day. And an infield single in his last at-bat that came around to score.
0-2 breaker. Staying alive is Little. Sorman, the freshman from El Camino, is a member of the Warriors last year. Oh, 2. Misses outside and low. One and 2. In there for a called strike 3 on the outer edge. Henry Sorman, first batter faced and a strikeout. Now 9-hitter Noah Williams in there for strike 1.
Of course, in Noah Williams' last at-bat, he hit the 397-foot shot that gave the Saints a 4-1 lead over the Barons.
Swing and a miss on the inside breaker. Quick 0-2. Williams, a switch hitter, launched that home run from the right side of the plate. He's facing a lefty arm on the mound. Now in the left-hander's batter's box is the 0-2. Just misses the low outside corner for ball one. Again to the inside breaking ball and ties up Williams for the second strikeout of his outing.
So 2 straight strikeouts for Sorman on the bump. His K per 9 sits at 6.48.
Eli Lopez swings through the first one. Goes behind 0-1. Breaker driven into right center field. Going back is Jenkins and able to track that one down on the warning track. But a good drive from Eli Lopez. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Saints heading into the top of the 6th.
My name is Tyler Gordon.
My name is Adrian Lopez, and this is Rip and Dex with the Saints.
I have Spencer Torkelson from the Tigers. He went to ASU.
I got 2009 Most Valuable Players, American Leagues at Joe Mauer, and National League Albert Pujols.
I got Lawrence Butler, rookie card actually from the Athletics.
I got Walker Buehler, signed card. That's pretty sick. I'm a big Dodgers fan, so that's pretty cool.
I got Rafael Devers from the Red Sox. Fun fact, when I went to Fenway like 5 years ago, he threw me a ball.
I got Jacob Lopez, a pitcher from the Rays. Last name's Lopez. Might be related, might not.
I got Matt McClain on the Reds. He's from Orange County, just like me.
This is the Diamondbacks catcher, Gabriel Moreno.
Tanner Beebe, the Guardians pitcher.
We got an outfielder, Robbie Grossman from the Rangers.
Pretty good pitcher, Brady Singer on the Royals.
Heading into the 6th inning, be the top of the Barons order. They're still chasing 3, 4-1 Saints lead. It's Chip Mertz, J.J. Nielsen, and Alejandro Torres due up.
Mertz getting another chance at the plate facing Brady Nelson as R.J. Jenkins was caught stealing by J.J. Kennett behind the plate when he was batting last inning.
New at-bat, new opportunity. Swings through the 1-0, now 1-1. Mertz 2 for 2 on the day with 2 doubles, both to the opposite field. Again, goes to the opposite field. This one's going to be in foul territory. Tracking it down is Lopez, and a sliding grab in foul territory. Secures the first out of the inning.
Really nice play there by Eli Lopez, again showing his speed. We saw him make quite a few nice plays yesterday as well. Really looking forward to watching him throughout this CCL season.
And Lopez got the start at second base yesterday, and mentioned it, made some really strong plays out there. Now over to the shortstop position. Made a beautiful sliding play in foul territory and a backhanded grab on the pop fly. First pitch breaker in there for a strike. Now moves Mertz to 2 for 3 on the day. Nielsen 1 for 2 on the day so far. He had a single into left field his last time up. Tried to go to the breaker again, did Nelson. Misses, so now a 1-1 count with 1 out. Brady Nelson versus J.J. Nielsen. Battle of the similar last names. High inside fastball, ball 2.
Nielsen's 1 for 2 on the day. And well, Nelson back out for his second inning of work here.
2-1 count. Breaker. Grounded foul of third base. Evens it up at 2 strikes, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Saints still leading 4-1. Barron's been quiet on the scoreboard. They scored in the top of the 1st and have yet to have any other runners cross the plate. 2-2 pitch. Nelson misses outside, loads it up. Countdown on the scoreboard now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Full count payoff pitch. Breaker swung on and missed. Strike 3. A great located breaking ball pitch from Brady Nelson gets J.J. Nielsen down swinging.
Really nice pitch there from Nelson. Working fast and has been very efficient so far.
3-hole hitter, left fielder Alejandro Torres now digs in for the Barons. 2 outs behind him. First fastball misses outside. Barons still looking to get up on the board. As I just mentioned, they haven't done so since the top of the 1st. Saints, on the other hand, they put up 4 in the 2nd and have been quiet since then as well. 1-0 pitch, fouled straight back. Evens it up, 1-1.
Alejandro Torres was a member of the Greece national team in 2021. Originally started his college career at Sacramento City, now at Hope International.
Sees a fastball outside and takes it for ball 2. Torres is 0 for 2 on the day so far today. 2-1 pitch, breaker, beautiful one in there for strike 2. Once again, deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And through 2 games so far this season, I think I've said deuces wild more than in my entire career up to this point. This one, lazy fly ball and foul territory on the first base side. Underneath it is the second baseman, Jack Little, and he makes the grab for the 3rd out of the inning. Saints looking to extend upon their 3-run lead heading into the bottom of the 6th.
Adam Beck, Evan Davis here with Joey Craig, Saints outfielder, and we're going to do a little what's in his bag segment here. So Joey, what's in your bag?
Well, first off, let's talk about the bag itself. This is a sick bag that Arroyo Seco gave me. As soon as I got here, they gave me a bunch of gear too and all that good stuff. But let's crack this thing open. What's the temperature looking like today? Probably like 95.
Yeah.
So, I mean, starting it off, a little core hydration. You know, got to stay hydrated out here in the California heat. Got a little snack at the gas station before, a little pickup. These are just the basic little essentials. Then we got, obviously, helmet, getting us right. And then going to deeper in the bag, we got the Evo Shield elbow guard, keeping us safe from hit by pitches and stuff. Don't want to be crying on the way down the first base, all that good stuff. And then when we do finally get on base, we got the Marucci sliding mitt, so keep our hands safe, all that good
oven
stuff.
Glove.
Yep, a little oven mitt.
Do you take stuff out of the oven with it too, or just?
You know, I got my own. I got a special one at home for that, so I'm good on that stuff. And then got a bunch of different batting gloves in here. Never know when they're going to get too sweaty or run out of grip, or you're going to slide in the base and they're done for. But Preferably, I like the Franklin, the power straps with the extra long one right here, a little extra wrist support, all that good stuff. So,
is there superstitions with the gloves?
No superstitions for me. I mean, when I was in high school, like I would get a hit and I'm like, I put the left one on first. I got to do it again. Got to do it again. But once you get older, like you kind of realize there's no difference whether you put the right, left, elbow guard on first, helmet. But I know some guys are definitely thinking about that when they're getting ready. Then we got a little Marucci glove right here, outfield glove, since I'm not an infielder or pitcher. So got a little 13-inch Marucci right here. Really solid leather. I was surprised since I've always been like a Rawlings or Wilson guy all growing up. So when I got this thing, I was a little nervous, but I actually really liked the way it turned out.
And the logo.
Bottom of the 6th, Saints ahead 4-1. It's number 4, Jacob Freer leading things off, the designated hitter. Then Trotter Enright and Gannon Snyder all due up for the Saints. And a new arm on the mound for the Barons. It'll be number 51 out of Santa Ana College, Bruno Banuelos.
Banuelos pitched 16-1 for the Dons this past year. Allowed 20 hits, 10 earned runs with 7 walks and 11 strikeouts for a 5.51 ERA and a 1.65 WHIP.
First fastball misses above the zone. 1-0 count now to Jacob Freer. Breaker in there for a called strike. Freer 0 for 2 on the day so far. Yesterday's game, Freer 3 for 5, 2 runs scored and 3 RBIs. It's the 1-1 offering, misses low and inside, now 2-1. 2-1 pitch. Down low and misses. Brings it to 3-1. Freer way ahead. And grounded sharply down the first base line. Fair ball. Freer's going to round first base, head in for second. Cut off and thrown in by Jenkins out and right, and Freer has a double to start things off in the 6th inning for the Saints.
It's a nice attempt by the Barons first baseman Jordan Carrington. It's a very hard hit ball off of Freer's bat.
Yeah, Carrington laid out, tried to get the glove on it, took a bit of a funky hop as well, and it kicked off his leather and spit into right field down the first base line. And right fielder R.J. Jenkins able to cut it off, spin around, and make a good throw in to prevent Freer from potentially taking third. Third baseman Trotter Enright now digging in. Breaking ball, misses inside.
Enright's 0 for 2, looking for his first hit of the game. Had 2 yesterday.
Ahead 1-0. Second pitch to Enright. Way high and outside for ball 2. Right side of the infield. Slightly shifted to the pull side of Trotter Enright. Left side relatively straight up. Breaking pitch in there for the strike 1. 2-1 now. Good pitch there by Banuelos to get back into the zone. Keep Enright a little off balance going to a 2-0 breaking ball. But finds the zone, now delivers the 2-1. Again, breaking ball, skied to the center of the infield. Shortstop Nielsen's under it and makes the grab.
J.J. Nielsen. Now batting is number 9, Gannon Snyder.
So the first out of the inning for Bruno Banuelos. Now brings up the first baseman and 4-hole hitter, Gannon Snyder.
Snyder singled back in the bottom of the 2nd inning. came around to score eventually.
Mentioned it. Had that single back in the second inning. Started things off for the Saints. He had that single, a couple outs, and then a couple infield singles. Snyder went up to third, then scored on a wild pitch. And Noah Williams, 3-run bomb, got the rest of the 3. And this one gets away from Taylor behind the dish, and Freer advances up to third. Now way ahead is Snyder, a 2-0 opportunity. 2-0 RBI opportunity, I should say. Big swing on a high fastball by Snyder. Snyder 1 for 2 today, 2 for 5 yesterday. Two-one pitch, high fastball. Snyder lays off this one. Goes ahead 3-1. Again, swings through a high fastball. Loads it up, full count for Snyder. Gannon's brother, Griffin Snyder, had a stint as a D1 college baseball player at St. Mary's College before eventually becoming the broadcaster there for the baseball team, as well as my broadcast partner for this past season. 3-2 pitch, back to the high fastball. Gets Gannon Snyder down swinging, and a big out for Bruno Banuelos. Now brings it to 2 outs, and Keon Mosini due up.
Mosini still looking for his first hit of the season. Didn't see any action in yesterday's game. 0 for 2 on the day here.
Big opportunity now. Try and get one more extra insurance run as he grounds this one sharply, but foul of the first base bag. Very similar to the hit we just saw Jacob Freer get. He had to double down the right field line earlier this inning and then would advance to third on a wild pitch. But this one just foul of the first base bag.
Mosini out of the University of Central Arkansas, previously attended Antelope Valley CC.
Swings through the second offering. Good change up there from Banuelos. Now Mosini 0 for 2 on the day so far, and in an 0-2 count with 2 outs. Still a runner on third. Pitch. Change up in there for a called strike 3. Mosini goes down looking, and Banuelos gets out of the inning. Heading into the 7th, Saints still ahead 4-1.
Coming in this game, he has a 400 on-base percentage. He's going to get up with the 2 hits he has. He lines one.
That one's belted to right field, and that one is gone. How about Josh Livingston getting things started here for the Saints? He ropes a home run right over the right field. Jake Brown looking up. That one is gone. An opposite field home run. Alex Burge.
First pickles, then Oppo tacos. How about that for Alex Burge? Hit the home run to right. He was like, nah. I'm going to hit one to left now. How about a 3-run blast for the backstop?
Booms that one to right field. Matthew Thomas will just have to look back. That one is gone. Welcome to the game, Colton Dahl. Jacob Shart with a 3-run home run, the second 3-run home run of the game, and the lead continues to balloon. It's 9-1.
I mean, off the bat.
Coming back here in the 7th, we'll take a look at our neighbor in the Rose Bowl, one of the most iconic college football stadiums out there. Only probably around 500 yards away from here. I've actually been to a college football game a handful of years ago, UCLA college football game. It was a really fun time.
Yeah, Rose Bowl's definitely a memorable for me as well. I saw One Direction there when I was 13, and it still holds as one of the best days of my life, Riley.
Yeah, always good times to go, see any sort of event, whether that's games, football games, baseball games, concerts. Rose Bowl's a great stadium and a great place to be, and a great place to be located right next to here at Jackie Robinson Memorial Field, hence the in the shadow of the Rose Bowl note. Brady Nelson still on the mound for the Saints. It's Jason Del VR, Colin Taylor, and Hunter Backstrom due up for the Barons. 1-1 pitch off the end of the bat into shallow right field and down for a base hit for Jason Del VR. It's a second hit of the day, only difference being his first one had an RBI to go along with it. Now in the opportunity to get something started for the Barons. Now Colin Taylor, the third baseman, stepping up. Runner on first, nobody out. High fastball misses above the zone for ball 1. Saints still ahead 4-1. No runners have scored for either team since the second inning. Offense has been a little quiet, been more of a pitching duel here today. This one grounded to third, 5-4, over to 3, and in time for the double play. The Saints go around the horn to get 2 quick outs.
Really good defensive display there by the Saints as Del VR got a hold of a single there, but it was erased just as quickly.
There's Trotter, Enright over to Jack Little at second, and over to Gannon Snyder at first to go for a 5-4-3 double play. Brady Nelson now with the bases empty and 2 outs behind him delivers a breaking ball above the zone for ball 1. Hunter Backstrom now, the center fielder, digging into the left-handed batter's box. He rips this one into right field and down for a base hit. Second base hit into right field we've seen this inning. That one, good bat on ball by Backstrom, trying to spark a 2-out rally.
That double play rings more important now to the Saints, as there very well could have been a runner on third here.
It's the catcher Gavin Taylor now stepping up. Runner on first, 2 outs.
Taylor's 0 for 2 today.
This one misses low and outside with the breaker from Nelson. Barons only 1 run on the scoreboard, but out hitting the Saints. Saints ahead 4-1, but Barons 7 hits to the Saints 5. Breaker, Taylor thinks about it, but holds back. Did not go around. Now a 2-0 count. Big difference in this ball game. The 3-run home run from Noah Williams put the Saints ahead. Gavin Taylor, 2-0. Brady Nelson will check over on Hunter Backstrom at first. 2-0 pitch, fastball down at the knees for a called strike one. Nelson gets right back in the zone. Two-one delivery, runner goes, throw down to second, pick, and in time, the third base runner that J.J. Kennett has expired, and the Saints get out of the top of the seventh. We will take a break and stretch it out before heading to the home half.
Hello and welcome back to the Arroyo Seco Saints pregame show. I'm Ethan Inman.
And I'm Dylan Gonzalez. We're the journalism interns. The Saints are back from their 3-day break where some of the players took part in the CCL showcase over at the MLB Academy in Compton. The Saints are returning here at Jackie Robinson Field at Brookside Park to face the same team they played before the break, the Academy Barons, where they won 7-3. They were trailing for most of the game, even though they had a great performance from Danny Bellows with 5 shutout innings. They were on the verge of suffering their first 3-game losing streak of the season, but a big 5-run 8th inning put the Saints ahead, and they didn't look back from there.
Yeah, absolutely. CCL All-Star Jacob Sharp had the big hit in that 5-run inning with the 2-run single, and the Saints were able to pull that one out. And it was a big one because they'd lost a couple of games in a row to the Barons, and they were both close ones. I know that Milan wanted both of them, but to get that win was huge heading into a break, where they can relax and know that they ended on a good note, and know that they were facing the same team that they just beat a couple days later when they came back and restarted the season. So, but let's talk about
Seventh inning stretch comes to an end. We will head to the bottom of the seventh from here in Pasadena. Saints still ahead 4-1. Ultimately, it's been a really well-pitched game on both sides, Sydney. It's just been a couple of mistakes in the bottom of the second that have got the Saints ahead.
Yeah, definitely agree with you there, Riley. The starting pitcher for the Barons, Tornero, his stat line really doesn't do him justice. He was tagged for 4 earned runs off 4 hits, but it was just really that one mistake pitch to Noah Williams and a couple infield singles that did him there. On the Saints side, Zach Erdman and Brady Nelson have both put up really strong performances to hold this lead for their team.
Yeah, both sides been well pitched. And now for the Saints, got a little bit of a timeout going on. Now home plate umpire discussing something with the Barons coaches. Pardon me. For the Saints, it's J.J. Kennett, Lane Hayworth, and Jack Little due up. J.J. Kennett just ended last half inning by throwing out a runner at second base. It's the third time he's thrown out a runner on the base paths here today. First pitch to him, popped up, foul territory, first base side. Underneath it is Carrington, but just too close to the dugout, unable to track it down and make the grab. Kennett didn't get the start yesterday. Did not make an appearance in yesterday's game, but then got the start here today and has really made the most of it. He shoots this one sharply through the 3-4 hole and gets a quick single. And good day now for J.J. Kennett. He records his first hit of the day, his first hit of the season, as well as expiring 3 Barons runners out on the base paths.
Kennett hit that ball off the Barons' new pitcher, Jake Rice, out of Golden West College. He pitched 9-1 for Golden West this past year.
Rice delivers this one, grounder to third, 5 over to 4 after a quick pump fake hesitation. That one got over to Taylor at third so quickly that he had to hesitate, give Chip Mertz some time to get over to the second base bag, and then Mertz was unable to get all the way around that throw and try and go for the double play. So a fielder's choice switches the places of J.J. Kennett and Lane Hayworth. Kennett now back into the dugout. Hayworth on first. Now Jack Little steps up with 1 out and a runner on first. Pickoff attempt. Ball gets by. Hayworth will advance up to second.
Kennett will gladly take those extra 90 feet to put him into scoring position for Little.
First baseman Jordan Carrington just couldn't get the leather on that one. Bit of a high throw. That's the first pitch to Jack Little. This is above the zone. One-oh. This one lined foul off the net above the Barons dugout. Officially reached the 8 o'clock mark here in Pasadena. This game is 8 minutes away from reaching the 2-hour threshold. Shadows have now fully disappeared. Lights are on, sun is quickly going down, and weather and temperature is rapidly dropping. This one driven into left center field. Going back on it is Torres. He won't make the grab. Coming around to score is Hayworth. Little cruises into second base with an RBI double to get the first run on the board for the Saints since the second inning and increase their lead up to 4.
It's a great piece of hitting there by Jack Little to extend the Saints' lead to now 4 runs. Another big hitter at the plate in Noah Williams.
Yeah, Williams responsible for 3 other runs of the Saints, now 5. He crushed a 3-run home run in his first at-bat. Switch hitter takes the first breaker in the zone. Hit that home run from the right side of the plate, now batting in the left side. Against Jake Rice. Another breaker, this one over to first, fielded by Carrington, flipped over to Rice, and a PFP gets the second out of the inning. But Jack Little advances up to third. Now up to the top of the Saints order, it's Eli Lopez with a runner 90 feet away from scoring and 2 outs.
Lopez is 0 for 3 on the day. Had a nice day yesterday, went 2 for 4 out of Fullerton.
Lopez watches the first one, goes ahead 1-0. Now to Lopez, way ahead with another potential insurance run, standing 90 feet away. This one laced into left center field and down for a base hit. Jack Little cruises in to score. Eli Lopez with an RBI single increases the Saints' lead, now 6-1.
And right on the dot, that insurance run does come in. Eli Lopez continues to have a really nice start to the CCL season, both offensively and defensively.
Jacob Freer, designated hitter, now stepping up to the dish. 2 outs behind him. Big breaker from Rice, gets in there for a called strike 1. Freer 1 for 3 on the day so far. Yesterday 3 for 5. 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Runner takes off, throw down to second on a hop. and not in time to get the speedy Lopez. Eli Lopez with a stolen base now gets him up into scoring position, but Jacob Freer falls down 0-2. A big pitch and a big opportunity right now for the Barons. It would get them back in the dugout, try to chip away at a 5-run lead. For the Saints, it could potentially add another insurance run. Down in the dirt for ball 1. One-two pitch, runner bluffs. Misses outside. Deuces wild, 2 strikes, 2 balls, 2 outs. Runner on second base. Speedy Eli Lopez, Jacob Freer at the dish. Breaker, chopped foul of first base. We'll do the 2-2 once again.
Freer has 1 hit under his belt today so far, looking for another here with Lopez in scoring position.
Two outs once again. The pitch, Breaker chopped to first, mishandled by Carrington, picked up and flipped over to first. And a heads-up play by Chip Mertz, backing up his first baseman, Jordan Carrington, and securing the out over to Jake Rice, the pitcher. Barons head back into the dugout, and we'll head to the top of the 8th right after this break. Heading into the top of the 8th of this CCL matchup of the Arroyo Seco Saints taking on the affiliate team and the MLB Academy Barons. Taking a look around the rest of the CCL. Earlier today, Santa Barbara Foresters beat the Conejo Oaks 14-5. St. Louis Blues would end up besting the Menlo Park Legends 7-4. Currently in the bottom of the 5th are the Sonoma Stompers and the San Francisco Seagulls. We are here in the bottom of the 7th. And Orange County Riptide taking on the Philippines baseball national team in the bottom of the 4th. We have a new pitcher on the mound for the Saints. It's Nolan McCracken. This first pitch grounded over to short. Lopez handles, flicks over to first. Throw offline, but a great play by Gannon Snyder to come off the bag and apply the tag to Gavin Taylor for the first out of the inning.
Really nice tag there by Snyder. Going the extra length to get that first out for McCracken. McCracken is an Arizona State Sun Devil, but last pitched for the UC San Diego Tritons in 2023. He was named to the All-Academic team, and as a freshman in 2022, appeared in 14 games in relief and tallied 21 strikeouts in those 14 and 2/3 innings. Graduated in 2022 from Windsor High School, where he was a member of the first team All-Conference.
0-1. This is high and outside. Now 1-1. Saints still leading 6-1 here in the top of the 8th. Like I mentioned, Sonoma Stompers taking on the San Francisco Seagulls. Stompers leading 10-2 in the bottom of the 5th over at San Bruno Park. Currently, the Riptides ahead of the Philippines at Great Park, 4-0 in the top of the 4th. Now 2-1 count. It's the first baseman, Jordan Carrington, in the box. Misses inside. 3-1. Owen McCracken delivers. Swung on and missed by Carrington. Loads the count up. Tried to go for the inside cutter, but cut too far inside. Nolan McCracken walks Jordan Carrington and brings up the 9-hole hitter, R.J. Jenkins.
Jenkins is 1 for 2 on the day.
Jenkins, 5'11", 190 pounds out of Morehouse. 1 runner on, 1 out for the 1 hitter wearing number 1. Fouls the first one back into the fence, now 0-1. In there for strike 2. Oh-2 pitch, breaker, in there for strike 3. 3 pitches, 3 strikes for the second out here in the top of the 8th. A great job there by McCracken to bounce back. Surrendered a walk, the first walk of the game for either side, and then comes right back with a 3-pitch strikeout.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Riley, to give up that walk and then come back with the 3-pitch strikeout. Really impressive stuff from McCracken.
McCracken goes to an inside cutter. Gets Chip Mertz to swing right over the top of it.
Mertz having a really nice day at the plate so far with those 2 doubles in his first 2 at-bats. Also scored the Barons' lone run.
Mertz goes by the name Chip. His birth given name Ethan. 5'10", 170-pound utility player. Just graduated from Canyon High School. 1-1 to him. Misses above the zone, up the eyes. Moves to 2-1, 2 outs. Jordan Carrington still on first base after he walked just a couple pitches ago. Low outside corner, gets the called strike. 2's across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Saints still ahead 6-1 on the MLB Academy Barons. Nolan McCracken facing off against Chip Mertz. The pitch, breaker, strike 3. Beautiful pitching from Nolan McCracken. Back-to-back staring strikeouts. Gets the Saints out of the top of the 8th. We will head to the home half right after this break.
Adam Beck, Evan Davis here with Adrian Lopez, the Saints infielder, now at USC, and we're here to see what's in his bag.
Yeah, for sure. Let's check it out. Got a couple of things. Sorry if it's a little smelly. First off, I got my glove. A Wilson. Kind of goes with the USC colors, so that's pretty cool.
There you go.
Yeah, nice.
Got to get the drip going now, so peak batting gloves. Big time. Shout out Josh. We did trade-off, so batting gloves for batting gloves, and these are pretty sick.
What did you give him instead?
I had some Long Beach State batting gloves, and we just traded, and we're like, what's one thing we can remember each other with? And we're like, oh, these are pretty cool. So now, every time I go to bat, get to think of Josh, and, it helps me get hit. Then you got to go, like, accessories. So I got leg guard. Shout out Saints. I mean, kind of lost my leg guard, and they gave me this one, so that's pretty huge. Then they got the elbow guard too. It's a little guy, but it's all right. Does the job. Nice. Got the helmet, C-flap, big time.
Super important.
Yeah.
Don't want anything going up there.
So that's the one thing I'm scared of most. Nike cleats, huge.
Oh.
And then this is actually like one of my favorite things. Like this sliding mitt from like a brand called Goated brand. Like this is like pretty dope.
Oh.
Yeah. Plus 10 aura right there.
Easily, come on.
Yeah. I love it.
Got this water bottle too.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Well, it's hot.
No snacks though.
No, I try to have snacks, but they're usually gone by like the pregame. So I'm like,
who steals them, or is it just you?
I mean, you got Sticky Fingers Joey over there. Who else? Bird's in love with all my snacks. So, especially because they're like Josh and Bird. It's kind of funny. Like they're from like East Coast and stuff, so like or like Midwest, whatever, and they kind of don't have the same snacks that we got. So whenever I pull something new, they're like, "Oh my God, it's like the greatest thing ever since sliced bread." So it's kind of funny. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I got.
Yeah, we saw you.
Bottom of the 8th from here at Jackie Robinson Memorial Field. Wind is starting to pick up. Temperatures rapidly dropping. It's getting colder and colder by the second. But for the Saints, Trotter Enright, Gannon Snyder, Keon Mosini due up against the new Barons pitcher. It's number 45, Elias Valdez, 6'4", 205-pounder out of Golden West.
The righty only pitched 3 innings for Golden West this past season, looking to get some reps in the CCL.
First pitch, breaker high and outside, misses. (2-0) now, Trotter way ahead. Enright had a 2-for-4 night last night, 0-for-3 so far today. Shoots one over to third, handled by Taylor, thrown across for a quick first out. Now brings up Gannon Snyder with 1 out.
From Colin Taylor to Jordan Carrington. Next up, number 9, Gannon Snyder.
Snyder's 1 for 3 on the day with a run scored. Came around to score on a wild pitch from Tornero, the Barons starter.
First pitch, breaker in there for a strike. Elias Valdez, big 6'4" right-hander. He's got a good 12-6 curveball. Sharp, straight down break action on that pitch. It's been keeping the batters pretty uncomfortable so far. Goes to it again. That one misses outside. Now 1-1. Hine inside. Brings it to 2-1. Snyder had a great Line drive single right up the middle. And that middle is once again wide open for him. Barron's defense kind of shifted closer to the lines for Snyder. 2-1 pitch again to the breaker goes Valdez, and in there for a called strike. 2-2. Valdez, the 2-2 to the breaker, low and outside. Loads up the count for Snyder. Snyder, the first baseman tonight, right fielder last night, also could play left field and third base. The full count pitch, swung through and missed by Snyder. 2 quick outs by Elias Valdez, doing a good job coming out of the pen and retiring a couple of Saints.
Valdez working quickly, trying to see if his team can make a comeback in the top of the 9th coming up soon.
Saints ahead of the Barons 6-1. Barons only with 3 outs to work with, chasing 5 in hopes to just extend this one. As the first pitch misses, it's 1-0. It's Keon Mosini who's got the start in right field tonight. That one in there for a called strike, 1-1.
Mosini still looking for his first hit of the CCL season.
Mosini's 0 for 3 tonight. Did not see any action in last night's game. Breaker, this is down in the dirt, kicks all the way to the backstop. Puts Mosini ahead now, 2-1. Valdez, the 2-1. Fastball, outer edge, called strike. Once again, deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Keon Mosini in the box. Elias Valdez delivers. This one ripped into right center field, down for a base hit. Mosini rounds, takes a hard turn, but retreats back to first. Mosini, his first hit of the 2025 summer season.
Number 6, J.J. Kennett.
Good barrel on that one from Mosini. Just a little bit of top spin prevented it from getting any deeper into the outfield. Now, the catcher, J.J. Kennett, has had a strong day behind the dish. He'll rip this one through the 5-6 hole. That'll be his second hit of the day. Keeps things going with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th.
Yeah, before I can even get a word out of my mouth regarding Kennett, he hit that single through the left side. Like Riley mentioned, he's having a really nice day behind the plate. Has thrown out 3 batters on the base pass now with his second hit of the day, keeping things moving and going down the line of the Saints lineup.
Left fielder Lane Hayworth now up for the Saints. 2 runners aboard and 2 outs. That one misses way high and outside. Gets Hayworth ahead, 1-0. Valdez, the 1-0 delivery. Breaker down in the dirt, gets away from Taylor behind the dish. Both runners will advance 90 feet. And now a potentially 2 RBI opportunity for Lane Hayworth, who's already 2 for 3 on the day so far. Ball in the dirt, got away from Taylor. That'll get Taylor to go out. Have a quick word with Elias Valdez. Try and get back on the same page, dial each other back into this game. Hayworth way ahead, 2-0. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position. Delivery, he's on it, grounder to short. Unable to handle it was J.J. Nielsen. He'll try to go over to third, but getting in there safely. J.J. Kennett. One run comes around to score. Mosini will score, and that'll increase the lead 7-1. J.J. Nielsen just kind of maybe lost that one a little bit. J.J. Kennett tried to dance a little bit in front of him, mess up his vision, and it worked. Kicked off the glove of Nielsen, and then he tried to go to third to get the advancing Kennett, but not in time.
Yeah, and the Saints will gladly take that extra insurance run for heading into the top of the ninth. Nice job there again, like Riley just mentioned, by Kennett to kind of get in the way and the vision of Nielsen.
That one gets all the way to the backstop, and coming in to score is Hayworth advancing, or excuse me, coming in to score is Kennett. Advancing up to second is Hayworth after he reached on an error.
After 2 quick outs, Elias Valdez out there running into some traffic and some trouble on the base pass, so the Saints now lead by 7.
That's one extra insurance run for the Saints, as they are 1 out away from heading into the final frame to try and close this one out. Chopped over to short. Nielsen fields this one, flips over to first, but not in time. Jack Little, another infield single. He had one earlier in this one. He ended up coming around to score, and he has another one right there. It advances Hayworth up to third. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Saints up 8-1 after this already 2-run 8th. 2-out rally put together by the Saints. Noah Williams steps up and fouls the first one into his leg.
Jack Little really showed off his speed there and today with 2 infield singles. In 2023, when he was with Wichita State, he stole 10 bases in 13 attempts.
0-1 to Williams. Called strike down at the knees, 0-2. Elias Valdez came into this inning and looked pretty strong, but then since then, a 2-out rally put together by the Saints has put 2 more runs up on the board. Runner takes off at first, driven into left field. Underneath it is Torres, and he makes the out. The damage stops. 8-1, Saints leading, heading into the final frame from here in Pasadena.
Coming in this game, he has a 400 on-base percentage. Going to get up with the 2 hits he has. He lines one.
That one's belted to right field, and that one is gone. How about Josh Livingston getting things started here for the Saints? He ropes a home run right over the right field. Jake Brown looking up. That one is gone. An opposite field home run. Alex Burge.
First pickles, then Oppo tacos. How about that for Alex Burge? Hit the home run to right. He was like, nah. I'm going to hit one to left now. How about a 3-run blast for the backstop?
Booms that one to right field. Matthew Thomas will just have to look back. That one is gone. Welcome to the game, Colton Dahl. Jacob Shart with a 3-run home run, the second 3-run home run of the game, and the lead continues to balloon. It's 9-1.
I mean, off the bat.
final frame from here in Pasadena. Leading off for the Barons, it'll be J.J. Nielsen, Alejandro Torres, then Jason Del Villar. Saints leading 8-1. They got 2 back in the 8th inning. Increased their lead. Barons now chasing 7 just to give themselves a chance in this game. First pitch from McCracken to Nielsen is in there for a strike. This one misses outside. Yesterday's game, Saints were ahead of the San Diego Waves 7-6 heading into the top of the 9th. And the San Diego Waves would end up getting 6 in the top of the 9th to go ahead 12-7. Saints ended up getting, Saints ended up getting 2 back in the bottom of the 9th. That game ended by a final score of 12-9. This one, Saints, a lot of more extra insurance than last night. But still looking to close this one out and get the first win in the books. 2-1, fouled back into the fence, 2-2.
Nolan McCracken still on the bump for the Saints, back out for his 2nd inning of work. Only walked 1 in his 1st inning of relief. J.J. Nielsen, the batter, is 1 for 3 on the day.
Two. High fastball above the zone. Full count now to Nielsen. Payoff pitch from McCracken. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Nolan McCracken strikes out J.J. Nielsen for the first out in the top of the 9th. Barons still chasing at least 7, now down to just 2 outs to do so. Now Alejandro Torres, the left fielder for the Barons, looking to try and get something started. You'll see a fastball on the outer edge called for strike 1.
Torres 0 for 3 on the day. Looking for a hit here to get some runners on the base paths for the Barons.
This one, fly ball, shallow left center field, and falls into the Bermuda Triangle between Williams, Hayworth, and Lopez. No one able to get to it in time. And Torres has a 1-out single. That's 1 of 7 potential runners that they would need on base to get themselves back into this game and continue it on into the bottom. Perfectly placed single there. Falls into one of the many Bermuda Triangles that take place on a baseball diamond. Behind each base, in shallow left center, shallow right center. Plenty of spots where some fly balls can maybe be miscommunicated on or nobody can really get to in time. Now it's the 4-hitter and the designated hitter, Jason Del Villar, trying to keep things going for the Barons. One-0 pitch, swung on and missed. Back pick over to first, diving back safely is Alejandro Torres. Quick snap throw there from J.J. Kennett.
Del Villar's 2 for 3 on the day with an RBI that came in the top of the 1st inning when he singled in Chip Mertz.
Good effort there by Kennett as well. Try and go for the back pick. He's already thrown out 3 runners on the base paths today, but has yet to back pick one. Fastball, outer edge. Can't quite get back into the zone now, 2-1. Barons looking for a miracle rally to extend this game. Saints looking for potentially just one more ground ball to get them out of it and get the first win in the books. 2-1. In there, swung on and missed. Strike 2. 2-1, 1 out, Jason Del Villar. Delivery in there and called on the corner for strike 3. Del Villar goes down staring, and the Barons are down to their final out, still chasing 7.
Nolan McCracken's second backwards K this inning.
It's up to the third baseman, Colin Taylor, stepping up in the top of the 9th with 2 outs. And a lot of offensive work that needs to be done for the Barons if they want to extend this game. McCracken will step off, take another deep breath, get back up on the mound. Home plate umpire calls a timeout. Make sure we have eye contact between the pitcher and the batter. First pitch to Taylor. Above the letters for ball 1. Saints just 1 out away from getting the first win in the win column after dropping last night's matchup to the San Diego Waves. 1-0 from McCracken, fouled straight back. Even things up, 1-1 with 2 outs. Alejandro Torres still standing on first base. One. Catches a piece of Colin Taylor. And a tough one, scary one. Up in the top half, near the arms, near the face. Looks like it got him on the arm. He walks down to first base. Glad to see. Looks like he's not badly injured. Hopefully everything is all right with him. That one just got a little bit away from McCracken. Wasted a split second too early and got Taylor up in the top half.
It's going to be 2 runners on now with 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Saints still hold a hefty lead by 7, but not looking to make it any closer than it needs to be.
Bat gets passed along to Hunter Backstrom. It's what the Barons need to do, is just pass the bat along. Give the responsibility to the next guy in line. Keep getting guys on base. 7 runs and only have 1 out to work with. Fastball misses inside for ball 1. A lot of patience now needed for the Barons. If you're going to swing it, you got to swing at your pitch, something that you know you can get a good barrel on. Don't want to risk any weak contact in the game. That one at the letters for a called strike, 1-1. Nolan McCracken comes set. Delivers the 1-1 pitch. Inside for ball 2. Hunter Backstrom back ahead in this at-bat. Two and 1, 2 outs. 2 runners aboard. Top of the 9th, Saints ahead by 7. Swung on and missed. Brings it once again to the Wild Deuces. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners aboard. Colin Taylor, the third baseman, awaits. 2-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And that will end the game and put the first win in the column for the Saints going across the line. Barons scored in the top of the first, and that was the lone run for them. 1 run, 8 hits, 2 errors. For the Saints, it was 8 runs, 12 hits, no errors. And Sydney, look at those 8 runs, and it was a lot of offense strung together, but there was that one big swing in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, Noah Williams hit a sure shot over the left field fence that went 397 feet, and I think that just really propelled the Saints offense. They had a tough day at the plate yesterday, leaving 8 runners on base, and Noah Williams and the rest of the Saints just really came together to put on an offensive display and get this big win over the Academy Barons.
Hey, look at the offense. Jack Little going 3 for 4 with 2 runs, 1 RBI. Kennett and Hayworth both with 2 hits, couple other guys with 1 hit. But then you look at the pitching performance of the Saints, it was really impressive stuff, especially out of the starter and Zach Erdman.
Yeah, Zach Erdman went a total of 4 innings with 4 strikeouts, only allowed 4 hits and the 1 earned run with 0 walks. Very impressive out of the Texas Tech Red Raider.
Yeah, great job by the pitching staff, holding the Barons to just 1 run that came in the lone top of the first. That'll end things from here in Pasadena. Saints get the first win in the books by a final score of 8-1 over the MLB Academy Barons. On behalf of everybody here at Arroyo Seco Baseball, thank you so much for tuning in. And on behalf of our producer, Gio Camara, my broadcast partner, Sydney Ferris, I'm Riley